I don't want anybody to
Okay. You want me to put, you want to do the rest?
All right. Thanks for your patience. Tonight, we once again stand against the wrongful and ludicrous time restrictions on free expression that our administration has both secured and enforced through its new policy. The absurdity of activities which fall prey to the time limitations are important to point out, but I'm going to speak, as others have this evening, to the value of the very expressive activities they intended to squelch through this policy. I have exercised and will continue to exercise my desire to engage in peaceful protest 24/7. Why 24/7? Because war wages around the world nonstop, because different hours of the day bring different opportunities for making important political points. The quest for freedom and a better world does not and cannot take a rest. Participating in this vigil complements a list of other recent protest activities I have willingly participated in between the hours of 11 and 6. I slept in Dunn Meadow over the summer. After all, Gazan encampments don't vanish after 11. I watched pro-Palestinian movies, which ran past 11. I spent time in the wee hours of the morning making sure that those sleeping on the meadow were safe. I followed the leads of students who had altered their summer plans to take a stand against genocide, even between the hours of 11 and 6. Some of you were there. Historically, the protests of university students around the globe have changed the world for the better. These protests have moral force and are worthy of our support, whether or not we agree 100% with their content. I use policy in its veiled language of valuing free expression and claims to treat all viewpoints equally, makes a mockery of the educative and moral value of such student-led activism, including the current one. I stand with the students and their right to place themselves ethically in the world as members of both that world and our IU community. No $175,000 bonus, raises for IUPD, poorly framed policy, chain-linked fences, bulldozers, letters of general reprimand, campus bans, bogus trespassing arrests, or weapons will force me to change my position defending the free, peaceful expression of students on this campus. Having slept in Dunn Meadow after the U.S. invaded Iraq, having stayed late into the night during the Occupy movement, and having been a long and present activist on this campus since arriving in 2001, I have no doubt that the current administrative overreaction is precisely not viewpoint neutral, and that it is targeting a particular anti-genocidal, pro-Palestinian set of voices at the acknowledged collateral of catching a lot of others in the net. Maybe you are thinking that the genocide in Palestine is not your fight, but it is a fight that reflects the possibilities for all protests. And this vigil and other acts of peaceful non-compliance continue. As they continue, I hope those listening at the edges and those responding within the system can begin to see the purposeful and strategic threat this policy brings to bear on that which it purports to care about. Join the fight for free expression, a cornerstone of higher education and democracies around the world, and free Palestine.
Free Palestine!